विदधाति पूर्वम् यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तं ह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहिता प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादी नगेन्द्र संघपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधाम् बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। ॐ वेदो नित्यमधीयतां तदुदितं कर्म स्वनुष्ठीयताम् तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम् पापौघः परिभूयतां भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छा व्यवसीयतां निजगृहात् पूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम् आत्मेच्छा व्यवसीयतां निजगृहात् पूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम्। काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम्. Now, it was told, give up your desire, give up the desire for the objects. Okay. Now, when it is said objects, obviously these are the objects of desire. Then naturally, her question is, which objects do you say are the objects of desire? So the first thing is that what is scripturally sanctioned. Why? Because desiring anything would also mean desiring something which is not legitimate. Now by legitimate I don't mean legal. Legitimate, right? If somebody has money, I want money, and because I like money, I want to have money. Can I go pickpocket, loot, plunder, kill? So just because something is an object and also can be desired does not mean that it can sit into the category of kamya vastu. It is not kamya. It will become kamya only when it is scripturally sanctioned. All right, you want money, but that money which is earned by you, which is earned by you. That is your money, and for which you should have, you can have desire. But over there also now we are told, give up even that desire. Matis tyajyatam, kartavyata buddhim tyajyatam. That was told. Now, this fellow, because these are the ihalaukika vastus or paralaukika vastus, whether they belong to this world or paraloka or the other world. So, ihalaukika, ahika, or paralaukika, whatever are the objects, now give up the desire for those objects was told. Now, the question is, sir, they are already scripturally sanctioned. So, my having a desire for those putra vitta and loka is not is legitimate, is scriptural, huh? So, and therefore it is righteous. I'm not desiring something which is like Ravana desiring or something like that. So that desire or Duryodhana, this is righteous. And on top of it, you are saying that give up the desire for that. But there is another problem. Even if I may agree to what you are saying, because I see a logic in you asking me to give it up. But the problem is that something will be desired only if it has a value of happiness. And as long as we are able to associate the value of happiness to any object, that object can never be given up from desire. As long as there is value of happiness associated with anything, it will be desired. Therefore, by that virtue, Swarga is Sukharupa. By that virtue, what do we find? Swarga, etc. is Sukharupa. It has happiness in it. And therefore, me desiring it is also natural. And because it has happiness, scripturally sanctioned, now it is also a Purushartha. It is also Purushartha. So you are asking me to give it up. Then what is the whole point of my existence? Well, that is another issue. But the basic issue is that how can it be given up? Because it is still having happiness in it. And therefore it cannot be given up. And when one still sees happiness in things, in objects, giving up objects is futile. So you cannot give it up because it will be sitting in your heart. Externally, a person may not strive for it, but internally he will crave for it. And when there is no external effort for achievement of those objects, but there is an internal craving, there will be frustration in that person's life. Because he wants it, has no means to access it, and so therefore that desire, the person will feel suffocated under such pressure. And nobody wants spirituality is not life of frustration. Very often I see this people also saying and posting, we have given up the pleasures of life. Hey, if you still see them as pleasures, then you have not given them up. If you still are able to visualize, imagine them to be pleasures, you have not given them up. Giving up will be possible because what is given up? That what is Dukkha. Whatever is Sukha is not given up, cannot be given up. That's why it is difficult. As long as that person, even in an abusive relationship, imagines that he or she will change tomorrow and will make me happy, even that false promise of happiness will also not make me give him up. I'm not saying that it should be given up, not given up. That is not my whole discussion. The point is that as even in experiencing dukkham, if there is an imagined happiness, a false hope of happiness also, one will not give it up. Now just imagine this situation, a hypothetical situation in which the person has made great losses in his business or whatever, and then all his money is exhausted, he's bankrupt, and then, under heavy debt. Now he does not know what to do with his wife and children, and his business is gone. People are just, and the police is just knocking on the door, because he is in debt. He has not paid the loan. Of what now? This person is totally frustrated, and then there he goes to commit suicide. Stands on the edge of the building, 40th floor. Huh? Not that he will swing like Batman, but he wants to now, he will fall. So he wants to kill himself. Just then somebody goes and says, don't worry, don't make a hasty decision. I am ready to give you money on 0% interest. I'm ready to give you money on 0% interest and take as much time as you want to recover and return. Start your business, go ahead, do things, rectify your mistakes, and then begin your life over new again. I'm ready. Now, what do you think this person will do? Jump on which side of the building? He will be back, because even the hope, he wanted to give up life because he found that there is no hope for Sukha. So he wants to give it up because he sees there is no hope for any Sukha. Now, when there is even a bleak chance of getting Sukham, the person will return back. He will. So what is it that is given up, and when can anything not be given up? So therefore, those who are saying that we have, you are people who have taken to sannyas and you have given up the pleasures of life, sir. We have not given up any pleasure. Please kindly spare us of all these judgments. This is not a glorification. This is just this is not a compliment at all. You have given up pleasures of life. No. Bhavasukhe dosho nusandhiyata. In those very objects in which you are imagining sukham, we are very clearly able to see it is fret with dukkham. It is fret with dukkham, and hence we are able to give it up. So what is the secret? When can the kamya vastus can also be given up? Or when can that mati can be given up, kartavyata, buddhi, kamya karma can be given up? Only when in that bhavasukha one is able to see dukkham masquerading as sukham. Dukkha. There is a very interesting story which Puja Maharaj, Swami Akhandanand Maharaj used to tell. But this will be more interesting to people who understand little Hindi. Huh? So anyway, for you people, here it is. So it is said, when Brahmaji created this world, he created everything in the world. Good, bad, beautiful, ugly, everything he created. You also must have heard it sometime. So then he created Aha. Aha means sigh. Sigh. Like, the person when he is in, some sort of misery or something, there is a sigh. So sigh is called as Ah in Hindi. So he created Ah. And then he was putting everybody, birds, animals, human beings, insects, everything in pairs. So each one of them was given a partner to procreate and continue the creation. So over here, this aha, and aha is what? A feminine gender word. So this so this aha is the daughter of Brahma. Huh. So and then she goes to her father and says, Father, Father, you are getting everybody married. Why not me? Give me also a partner. I will also go and live happily in this world. The Sai says, so the father says, and the Sai is very ugly looking because it is Sai. So he says that, okay, girl, what you do is, I'm giving you a choice. Go around anywhere in the world, choose your partner, and anybody who's willing to stay with you, marry and procreate and do and live in this creation. So this Sai now goes into all the Tribhuvan, all the three worlds. Nobody wants Sai. So she is very, very disappointed. And she comes back to her father and crying that, Father, look, nobody wants me. They are calling me very ugly. This Aha comes back. And when Aha comes back crying, then Brahmaji does his trick. He says, never mind, daughter, I will do something for you. And he does her plastic surgery and changes. And she looks very beautiful. Now her name is Chah. From Ah, she becomes Chah. Chah means desire. Chah means in Hindi is desire. Now she steps into this world. Everybody says, Mujhe chahiye, mujhe chahiye. Everybody wants her. So there she goes. And actually, what this Chaha is, Ah, his Sa is Dukha. So this Chaha goes everywhere. Everyone wants. So Chaha, that desire is Dukkha Rupa itself. Hmm. Ah becomes Chaha. Isn't not it very interesting? Ah become Chaha. Matis, what is that? Bhava Sukhe Dosho Nusangiyata. Now we will start chasing Putra Vittaloka only by seeing, oh, it is so nice, so nice, so nice. But sir, take a little breath. Inhale, exhale, and do what? Now you look at even the flip side of the coin. Flip it and then also see. Now you weigh. There is Sukham, there is also Dukham in everything, because nothing will come without its price. It is a package deal. It is a package deal. Hey, it will come with Dukham. Whatever Sukha that you are saying will come with, oh, I love small children, then change their diapers even in the middle of the night. Be ready. Now don't complain. Oh, I'm exhausted, This baby keeps on peeing the whole time, and how much I will clean. And it keeps crying even without reason, even when it is not hungry, it will look at me and cry. What to do now? Hey, that's a package deal. And it is good that you cannot hire babies. Otherwise, I like them. And as long as they're not hungry and playing and smiling, I will keep them. And when they start crying and being hungry, return it back. You cannot rent small children. So here, it is a package deal and it is with everything. Putra, vitta, loka, everything. You want money, then be ready for taking the tension, risk, everything. If you want to go to Swarga, then sit over there and do the upvasa and do that fire ritual, sit in front of the flames and get scorched and keep on still giving the oblations at the fire. And these Brahmins are also doing that mantra chanting and everything. said, hungry from morning 4 o'clock till afternoon 4. This fellow is just sitting there, all sweaty, and smoke has gone into the nose, ears, all Navadvaras, and this now he is Swarga. Everything comes with its own price. And if so there is that it is associated with dukkha, then bhavasukhe doshonu santi yatam. The dosha is already there in the bhavasukha. Bhava means samsara. Sukha means the sukha in the samsara. So now you understand that bhavasukha means the sukha of the samsara. Further going, your viveka itself will show you that sukha, there is no sukha in anatma padartha at all. Sukha is the very nature of atma, not of anatma. It is only due to ignorance that this sukha is seen, is superimposed in putra vitta loka, etc., in anatma padartha. Okay, like it is seen. Otherwise, sukha is the very nature of atma. Yadvai bhuma tat sukham. Brahman is sukharupa. So now what has happened is, at this point we are seeing there is sukha in the samsara. But now one step is, along with sukha, then one should also be able to see the dukkha in that samsara. As much as then only you have a balanced vision. Then only. And then the moment you are able to see dukkham, one will be able to withdraw. And therefore, kamye matisthyachatam will be fructified only with bhavasukhe doshonusantiyatam. Then there is one school of philosophy called as the Charvakas. Lokayatikas. Charvakas are also called as Lokayatikals. They are not 100% hedonists, but it is kind of hedonism, but not as licentious as hedonism. Right? Okay. This Charvakas, though it is considered to be the most infantile school of philosophy, in our context, we are not talking about any other theologies or anything. But these Charvakas, they're very interesting. They're called as Charvakas because the talk is sweet. Charuvak, beautiful. Because that whatever they speak, then sounds so interesting and so attractive. It is called as Charuvak, it is Charvak. Okay. Vak means speech. Charu is beautiful. The word charu means beautiful. So now this Charvakas people are saying that all these people that they are talking about dharma, adharma is all just fake. Is useless. Bhanda people. All these Vaidikas are what? They are bhanda. Opportunists. Yeah. So now why are you saying? It is because there is nothing like dharma, adharma. All that you need to do is abide by the rule of the land that you are living in. Just live by the laws of that place. The government or the king of that place is Ishvara. And then there is nothing like punarjanma, etc. Once you die, the body gets disintegrated, you are cremated, or the body decays in the earth, whatever. but that's gone. It's gone. You're not going to come back anywhere again to experience any karma phalas or anything. It's gone. And therefore, as long as you're living, live happily. Do whatever you have to do. Even if you do chori, even if you commit a theft, let that be a legal theft. Because it is not wrong. It's all that you should take care is that it should be legal. By the laws of the land. So that is the niti. Rinam kritva ghritam pibet. Even if you have to borrow money and drink the clarified ghee, butter, ghritam, an expensive item. So in English, if you want to say then, borrow money, eat, drink, and make merry. Okay, eat, drink, and make merry. Because if you're not able to return the money back from the people, those people who have lended you money, it does not matter. You're not going to come back again. Whatever happened now, can't live happily. The Charvakas are saying so. Okay, so the Charvakas are saying they have one more thing to say. When they hear, we say that there is dukkham in the samsara. They say, yes, we also experience dukkham. We also experience dukkham. So we will not deny that there is dukkham. There is dukkham. But we also experience sukham. So there is sukham also. So any object is a curious mixture of sukha and dukkha. Who's saying this? Charvakas. Okay, don't consider, no, this is what is said in Vedanta or Swamiji told us, please, for heaven's sake. Charvakas are saying, I'm explaining you the Charvaka part. Otherwise, tomorrow you will go somewhere and say, our Swamiji said like this, please. Then this Charvaka says that since everything is a curious mixture of sukha and dukkham, one should be smart enough to do what? To just take the sukham and leave the dukkham behind. And they give you an example. What example? When the people eat fish, bones, very, very thorn, what do they call it? Sharp bones. Kanta, it has. Yeah, it's kind of a thorn only. The thorns grow only on plants. The thorns are not there. But we have the same word, kanta, in the other Indian languages. So what they say is, the fish has got this sharp thing in it. You want to enjoy the fish now? Now carefully eat only the flesh and leave the bone behind. Carefully. Like that, when you are going to deal with this world, take only the sukham and leave the dukkham. This is how you live intelligently. Who says? This is Charvaka. Okay, this is Charvaka is saying that. Like the fish bone, leave all these things to come behind. Now we are saying Charvaka. It is not just living like the fish bone. It is, the world is like Visha Sampratam Annam. It is like what? Visha Sampratam Annam. Visha Sampratam Annam means it is food, poisoned food. Poison food is not food. Poison food is poison. Is not it? Poison food is not food. Even if it comes in a nice silver plate, well decorated, well presented, nicely kept, steam is also rising out of it, and nice it comes. But now it's all nice, Swamiji. But our cook did not know that, potassium cyanide and salt look the same. Nah? Now this fellow, we don't know, in a hurry, we had kept potassium cyanide in kitchen. So this fellow is also very intelligent. Now from where did he get that potassium cyanide also, we have to find out. Then he said that there was this potassium cyanide, and by mistake he must have put potassium cyanide in some of the items, But never mind. You can leave that and eat rest. Arre baap. But we do not know which item exactly. But since it was already late, we could not cook again. So please eat. Please eat. And with all the respect, in a silver thali, it is Visha Sampruktam Annam. Sampruktam means mixed. What? Visha Sampruktam Annam. Annam is food. Visha Sampruktam Annam is not Annam, it is Visham only. It is poison only. Like that, Bhava Sukhe Dosho Nusandhiyatam. You see Dukkham in it. That Sukham mixed with Dukkham is not Sukham, it is Dukkham. It is Dukkha in disguise. But because we are so infatuated, so deluded at this moment that we are not able to see this. As much as a person is able to rise above the infatuation with these objects, then the person will see it as dukkha rupa. The moment one sees it as dukkha rupa, giving it up now is not difficult, because whatever is dukkham or source of dukkham will easily be given up. Will easily be given up. Even if those shoes are very nice and expensive, okay? Even if it is one size less than your size, and when that shoe bites you, you will not want to keep it on the foot. So very expensive, please keep it for more time. What expensive? It is already cutting into my skin. Who wants it? So, Bhava Sukhe Dosho Nusandhiyatam. Thus now you have seen it, and therefore this question that how can we give up something which is Purushartha? It is not Purushartha then. Now look at this. Bhave. Bhave means samsare. In this, now you also understand the word samsara, right? Huh? Samsara, just don't translate it as miserable existence. Samsara means that which keeps on slipping away. Sarati. Samyak sarati iti samsara. It always keeps on slipping. Dodge it as much as you want, but it will also dodge you and escape. Bhave samsare yat sukham. Samsare yat sukham, which means vishayajam. It is how, what is that bhava sukha? Vishayajam sukham. Born out of these vishayas. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. These are the vishayas. What is this world of names and forms but a peculiar combination of Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha? What else? a particular form, a particular smell, a particular taste. That's all. That is all what it is. Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha combination. But this is better, that is better. Ultimately, it is whatever it is. It is Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. That's why Vishaya. And then Vishaya jump. Jump means not jump. Jump. Janma. Ja is Janma. Vishaya jump. Born out of Vishayas. Sukham. Tatra doshaha. Now also see its defects. What are the defects? Anityatvam, dukkha samprittatvam va. Remember, these are the doshas. And as much as you keep doing the viveka, you will keep discovering more. But these are the main things. What are those two things? Anityatvam and dukkha samprittatvam. Anityatvam means that even if it comes as Sukharupa to you, but it will not stay as Sukharupa forever. The object may stay with you. Another thing is that the object may not stay with you. And even if the object stays with you, it will, in due course of time, it will not be Sukharupa. So the object is temporary. Its Sukharupatva is also temporary. And that is the reason why after some time the person will get bored. Whatever was appearing as very, very interesting, so then you bring, oh, it's very interesting, very interesting. And after some time, keep listening to that interesting song in one day, 10 times. 11th time you will say, now I need a change. No? It will become boring. So the Sukharupatva is already gone. It has faded away, withered away from there. So Anityatvam is one dosha. Dosha means defect. Then the other one is dukkha samprittatvam. So even at the time when it appears Sukharupa, it already has brought dukkham as its shadow. Not that later on it will become Dukkharupa. We are not talking about in another frame of time. In the same frame of time, it is Dukkharupam too. And that's why these are the two defects. Anityatvam and Dukkha Samprittatvam. In what? Bhavasukhe. Then what to do? It is there. There means remind yourself it is there. Remind yourself it is there. This will be called as Anusandhanam. And therefore, do this Anusandhana. Remember it, which will become Anusandhiyatam. So what is the instruction? Bhavasukhe dosho nusandhiyatam. Sandhi means association. Okay, sandhi means to put together, to link together. Okay, the link is called as sandhi. The link is called as sandhi. Then, what will be anusandhi? Because very often even we hear our great teachers say, Anusandhan, Atma Anusandhan, Swaswarupa Anusandhan, Bhagavad Anusandhan. You come with this word. Sandhi is to link, to put together, to associate. Anusandhana means, anu means following it. Okay. Anu means behind, follow. It is already there. Now just follow means now link it with it. It is linked already. Just follow it, see it, remind oneself of it. Remember this. Doshonusandhiyatam. So what have you discovered now? That bhavasukha is like vishasampruktam annam. Vishasampruktam annam is visham, not annam. Like that. Doshon. These two doshas. Anityatvam, dukkha sampruktatvam. Now, where have you asked us to see this thing, see this fact clearly? In bhavasukha. Now, bhavasukha means everything, sir. Bhava is bhava. The whole samsara, Trailokya is like this now. But sir, so disappointing, so depressing. Why depressing? Because now, what should I live for? What should I live for? Because everything over here is dukkha sampriktam. You remember that story of that King Midas? Yeah? That Midas, he got a boon that whatever he touches will become gold. Now, he was very, very happy. Now he kept touching everything in the palace, tables, and everything below so much of gold. He used to love gold, so gold. Then he comes to the dining table to eat food. And he picks up the morsel, maybe because he's living in that Midas, different country, so he will eat with spoon and fork, not with fingers. So then he picks it up. Food turns into block of gold. Now he is very hungry. He can't even eat food. Goes to drink water. That is also liquid gold. Now what to do? So he starts crying. Then his daughter, whom he loves so much, comes over there, and she finds that the father is crying. The father says, "What to do? Now I can't even eat food." And so she goes, hugs the father. He also hugs her. The daughter becomes gold. So just as that, he has everything is dukkha rupa, and therefore this is a very, very, what you are talking, Swamiji, is all what very depressing, pessimist outlook of life. At least till now, even if there was dukkha, we still could strive for things and had ambitions, and we could do things with passion. Now you have doused the fire in me, and now I'm sitting like that. What? Philosopher. No, sir, there is something to tell. And therefore, what is it? Your life is not a waste. It is not pessimism. In fact, you will not find anything more assuring than Vedanta in life. And it is not a false assurance or promise. Because it is knowledge, fact. Therefore, if the anatma padartha, the entire range of anatma, whether it is this world, other world, whatever, it is all what? Anatma is how dukkha sampriktam. Then what is sukha rupam will be the question. If everything here is dukkha rupam, then what is sukha rupam? What is it that is sukha rupa? Then the question, with this question, it is answered. this Atma is Sukha. This very self with which you claim I am, it is that which is shown by the word I. We are not saying that even the thought I am, that which is indicated by the word I, and also indicated by the thought, by the cognition I, that Atma is Sukha. And how is this Sukha? Not with Dukkham. But how is this Sukha? Ananta Sukharupam. Is what? Ananta Sukharupam. Ananta means boundlessly Sukharupam. So there is no conditioning of time, space, object, or any, what do they call, attributes which will limit its Sukha. That is what this Atma is. Really? Is this what is the meaning of I? Then I want it. Hey, how can you want? You can want something which is other than you. Something which is not you can be desired. That what is you cannot be desired because you already have what you, you already are you. Cannot be desired. Then what is the meaning of that? Atma Ichha, Atmecha, Atmanaha Ichha. It means desire to know Atma. You know Atma, but you do not know Atma as Brahman, as Purnam, as complete, as Ananta Swarupa. What do we know Atma as? We know Atma, the self, as what? I am a man, I am a woman, I am the experiencer, I am the doer, I am small little thing here, in time and space. So I know myself, but I know myself incorrectly, erroneously. And therefore, knowing oneself would mean knowing the Atma as the Atma is. Atmecha vyavasiyatam. Okay. Atmecha vyavasiyatam. Vyavasiyatam means adhyavasiyatam. Vyavasiyatam is vyavasaya means vyavasaya means nishchaya. Okay. Vyavasi atma vishayaka ichha. What is atma ichha? What is the vishaya of that ichha? Atma. Now, if I say desire for car, what is the object of desire? There is desire, but the object of that desire is car. Like Atma Ichha. Like there was Kar Ichha, now here you have Atma Ichha. What is Atma Ichha? Atma is the Vishaya of that Ichha. Knowledge, Ichha, Dvesha, these things will always have a Vishaya. They will always have some object. Atma Ichha. Atma is the very Vishaya of this desired Ichha. Atma Vishayaka Ichha. So what is your understanding of word Atma Ichha? Atma Vishayaka Ichha. It is not desire of the self. It is Vishayaka. Okay. It is not possessive case. Atma's Ichha. Like, oh, it is the desire of God. How easily we say, oh, God wants like this, So this fellow immediately got to know what God wants also. Did God come and tell you? And you have some way of accessing God's psychology also. Huh? Forget. आत्मविषयक इच्छा स्वस्य अभिलाषः व्यवसीयताम व्यवसीयता means निश्चयताम व्यवसीयता means निश्चयताम arrive at it with certainty conclusively, so it is understanding. Nishchaya is the function of intellect, and it is the function of buddhi. Nishchaya. This is a rope, not a snake. Nishchaya. About this object, there is nishchaya. There is certainty about it. This is a rope. I can see it very clearly, feel it with my hands. It is a rope, not snake. Nishchaya. Like that, certainty, I come to certainty about what is it that you want. I want Atma. Hey, you cannot want Atma. Means what? Atma means I want that knowledge. Or knowledge are two different things. Knowing means experience only. So this is what I want to see Atma. Want to know. Because presently also I know I am. But that is not sufficient. I know I am and I am very miserable and I can make others also miserable. I know. This is not what is Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnanam is what? Knowing Atma as Atma is. And how is Atma? Brahman, Purnam. And that's why knowing Atma as Brahman is Atma Jnanam. That's why Brahma Jnanam, Atma Jnanam are same, synonymous. In different contexts, they will be used differently, separately. Okay. So, Atma Vishayaka Ichha Vyavasiyata Nishchiyatam. Nishchiyatam, that Nishchayam Kriyatam. Come to that conclusion. Now the person has come to the conclusion that I want to know Atma. This is what is my final destination. Presently, I may be engaged with other things, preoccupied with other things. But finally, what I want is now I have come to an understanding that finally all I want to know is what is the nature of the self. The Upanishad says that Atma is Brahman. For me, this looks like some philosophy, some idealism. It doesn't look like, or at the most, it looks like some sort of a belief system. And we are saying this is not idealism. This is not even a promise that you will become Brahman. You will go to heaven after you die. Not like that. It is not a promise. It is not even idealism. It is not some sort of a belief system. Then what is it? It is knowledge. It is. And therefore now he is ready to strive and do whatever it takes to know. When the person reaches this point, from where did he begin? Vedo nityamadhiyatam taduditam karma svanushthiyatam teneshasya vidhiyatam apachiti kamye madhistyachyatam papaugaf pariduyatam bhavasukhe doshonusantiyatam atmecha vyavasiyatam. Therefore, eighth one is Nijagrihat Purnam Vinirgamyata. Okay, what is that? Let's see when we meet on Monday morning. Then wish you a happy Sunday morning tomorrow. Otherwise, I have to wake up and start that happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Padarayam Sutrabhashakita Vande Bhagavantav Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murtipeda Vibhagine Vyomavadyapta Dehaya Dakshidham.